What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, as I've gone over a couple of videos talking about different credit cards and how I'm kind of fed up with some of them and how they are kind of more focused on the credit side of things rather than the reward side of things. So, you're getting some sort of a reward back, but you have to use these credits in order to gain that reward back. And a lot of times it comes in like spurts where it's like, one month you have to use $15, another month you have to use 15, and then 10 or whatever, right? You have to use a certain amount, and overall you get like $120 or $200 or something like that within these credits. Now, those come in cards that you have to pay an annual fee for, but then you also have other cards that you run the risk of maybe even getting into debt for a lot of people. And I know Dave Ramsey obviously hates debt, and getting into any credit cards that have debt is not really a good thing. That you could potentially have debt is not really a good thing. So debit is the way to go. And he's been preaching, go the debit card route. Make sure you spend money that you do have. And now we're starting to get into an age to where maybe that's becoming true, where debit cards are really the route to go rather than credit cards. Even though credit cards still offer you something, and there's definitely a risk to that, you understand that debit cards are now offering you a little bit more. And as we go along, maybe they'll offer you even more just to hold your money with them, because maybe people aren't going to be holding in banks as much. So I would imagine people still have bank accounts, but we'll see how things change as the years go on. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to check out my Rumble account, feel free to follow me on Rumble. I think we're at like 17 followers, so feel free to get me to 20 or 25. That would be amazing. We're looking to just create an impact on that platform as well, even though we have a small impact over here. But in this video, I want to take you through 3 debit cards that offer you some sort of reward, some sort of cashback offer right now. And this may get more aggressive, and you may see more banks that are doing this, more places that are doing this. But right now it is on the lower side, and it does give you something back for using your regular money. So while you see Dave Ramsey that's preaching, make sure you use the money that you have, you're technically using the money that you have, and you're getting a discount on everything that you purchase because you're banking with a certain bank or financial institution. So let's start by looking at the first card. Now, the first card would be the Discover debit card, right? The Discover debit card, where you have Discover Bank, you have your cash account, your account with them, and you have 0 fees that goes with it, and you can earn 1% cash back on up to $3,000 in debit card purchases each month. That's pretty interesting, right? Earning 1% on $3,000, like you're using your regular money in order to make these purchases. So it's phenomenal where you're not using any type of credit. The only issue is that you're not able to spend a little bit more than what you have. But that may be the problem with a lot of people, is they spend more than what they have. So if you typically roll over months, it may not be a good situation where you see with Amex, where you can roll over the month and see the statement happen over 2 different months rather than just in 1 month. Does that make sense? So 1% cash back, not the best situation, not the best cashback reward rate that you can get, because technically you can get 2% or 3%, and sometimes even like 5% in some cases. It's not the best, but it is something. Another card that we have out here that's a debit card that will give you cash back is the PayPal debit card. This card, you'll be able to get varying cash back on select places. So get cash back, earn PayPal rewards points on eligible everyday purchases, and redeem them for cashback and other options. Now, from what I understand, this is about 1% that you end up receiving. So it is around that same rate that you are going to have there. But you'll be able to use your debit card, be able to use the money that you have in your PayPal in order to make these moves. However, it's not directly from like your bank. I mean, you technically can go directly from your bank and link PayPal directly from your bank. So any purchases you make also links to your bank. So it's like debit card to debit card or debit card to bank account that you end up seeing that with. You're linking your bank account through PayPal. But you end up getting a reward back about 1% with that. Now, the last card that I have on here, which technically are cards, is the Crypto.com cards. I've been talking about these a lot, and I feel like if you are into cryptocurrency, then you understand the value that these bring. If you are not into cryptocurrency, you do not understand the value that these bring, and maybe it just doesn't sit well with you, and you might want to go with the other options if you are looking to use a debit card. But basically, with this card, you can earn up to 8% overall. Now, if you had the peak card, that would be 8%. Understand you do have to lock up $400,000 worth of CRO to get 8%. And you also have to have transactions and go into the Rewards Plus program. So you get a standard of 5%, but then you can get up to 3% more with the Rewards Plus program, meaning that you trade within Crypto.com, you actively trade within Crypto.com, you hold CRO and all the different things that they do have there. Now you also have the Icy White card, which would be locking up 40,000, and that would be 3% or up to 6% overall. I currently have the Jade Green card, which I lock up $4,000 and gain about 4% cash back or 4% CRO back on every purchase that I make. But then there's also the Ruby card, which is standard a 1%, where you have $400 that's locked up. And a lot of people will go this route, right? If you're new into cryptocurrency and you're starting to make transactions within Crypto.com, you may end up getting an extra 1% or 2% with those Crypto.com transactions, while you also have the 1%. So you can get up to 3% or technically up to 4% overall, but you'll go from 1% standard to maybe increasing to 1.25 or 1.5 or 2% overall. And you'll also get other benefits with it as well, not only just the rewards, you'll also get the first 6 months free of Spotify. If you have the Jade Green card staking for 4,000, you get the first 6 months free of Spotify, the first 6 months free of Netflix. If you go up to the Icy White card, you get a completely free Spotify, Netflix, Prime, Expedia. I feel like it could be worth it for that over the year, as well as gaining up to 6% back. So I can't wait until my $4,000 grows to a level of $40,000. And that's the other thing, is that you get it paid back in CRO. So if you're getting paid back in CRO and you believe CRO has a potential chance to get up to a value of $1 per coin, which I believe it does, then if you're staking $400, that now turns into $4,000. If you're staking $4,000, it now turns into $40,000. If you're staking $40,000, that now turns into $400,000. So you're able to now capture the benefits of these other cards, these higher tiers, by having the growth of the CRO that you have locked up. So anyways, this is kind of the main player, I believe, within the debit card space. While you look at every other option that's out there, you see the standard of 1%. And you can go and just stake for the Ruby card and see the growth within your CRO and gain 1% everywhere, just like you would with every other card, as well as being able to get the first 6 months free there, the first 6 months for Spotify free. Or you can get a monthly CRO cap of $25 or $50 within these as you make these purchases. So either way, I think all of these debit cards, the CRO card, the PayPal card, the Discover card, these are kind of the future of where we will go, because debit cards, I think, will make a comeback, but for the reason of you kind of holding your money with them rather than you just spending your money. Right? They want some sort of incentive, or people want some sort of incentive to use debit cards rather than using credit cards, because credit cards are still all the rage, but debit cards are starting to creep up a little bit. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below. It does help out the channel. One of those links is for my Rumble account. Feel free to follow me over there. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.